It's Allison Sullivan. Let me get my chat open with Stamp Crazy with Allison. Welcome to my live today. I'm going to be playing with a upcoming brand new bundle, which is super cute. But I just want to make sure that I am broadcasting and everyone can see me. So just give me a sec to make sure, and then we will start. And I'll make sure you can hear my voice and see me. So I am live. I just want to say that while I'm live, you can also, of course, you may be watching me on my recording. So if that's the case, welcome. As I said, my name is Allison Sullivan. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. Welcome. And let me just make sure that you can find me. Because I had to take a couple of days off. Everything's fine. I just wasn't around. And so you might have got out of the habit of where to watch me or find me. And if that's the case, my apologies. But I'm back. Hi, Alexina. How are you? Can you hear me, hon? Can you just give me a appreciate it, friend, that you've jumped on today. Looks like I'm live, and looks like I've got sound. Oh, good. I'm good. Yay. Okay, so we're ready to go. I like when that happens. So I've got a couple of people who've emailed me or texted me or messaged me and said, I hope you're okay. Haven't seen you, but yeah, here you find. Thanks, love. Appreciate it. Okay. And then I had some problems. It doesn't take much for me to forget how to stream. And I think I was a little bit out of it trying to get back on here. So we're good to go. So let's start by hiding myself. Hi, Keisha. Love, how are you? Nice to see you, friends. Oh, really appreciate you guys sticking with me. Last Wednesday, I got distracted by something, just totally distracted. And I thought at about 2:30, I thought, oh my goodness, I was supposed to do, my sisters actually texted me and said, are you doing a live today? I'm like, no, I'm not. I guess I forgot. Hi, Carol. Thank you for catching me live. So last Wednesday, as I said, I got tied up with something and then I forgot. And then Sunday, I was teaching a class online and it starts at 10 a.m., which is the same time I do my live. And I just thought it's too confusing to have you guys try and find me at a different time. Sonia, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. Kathy, how are you? I was just saying I didn't do my live on Sunday because we were at our class, right? Kathy was at our Festive Friends class. We had so much fun. Okay, so another super cute bundle. This one is coming in November the 4th. So if you're a customer, you can pick it up then. It's part of the November online exclusives. I had to think there for a second. Isn't it cute? Look at these bears. This one's my favorite. So cute. So anyway, you've got the stamps and then we've got the dies. Now, the packaging for the products when you start buying new things are going to be packaged in these larger envelopes. I really like them. The closure is so much easier than the old ones. I know they're bigger, but they take up less space because here's the thing. Each one, so the stamps and the dies, let me get these separated out. Here's the stamps and here's the dies. They come in their own envelope, okay? But what I've chosen to do is to combine them in one, just to even save more space. Okay, now what I really love about the new packaging, these is the dies. And look, the pictures of the dies are on here. Now I've got these on a magnetic, just like a magnet here. You can get those at the dollar store. I just find this easier. And when I finished using it or when it retires, I'll take them off the magnet board and just put them back in the regular cardboard that it came in. Okay, so that's that. Love how we've got the images on the front. We've got the images of the dies. And I did show you a trick on how to get the index of the stamps inside the actual folder. Okay, so that's how they come. Yay. I'm going to put these ones back in. Like I said, they all fit in the same envelope, which is great. It's less space. And then I am going to need these, so we're going to leave these out. Okay. So today, like I said, I'm using the fantastic Valentine Berry Bundle. Here's some stuff that I'm going to use. I'm also going to grab the branching out dies. See, here's the old packaging. And can you see how it's got this little thing? And you have to find where it goes in. I like that you just flip the new ones right in there, and it's so much easier. So here's these branching out dies. These are fantastic. These are in, oh my gosh, are these an online exclusive or a mini catalog? Can't remember, but they're so beautiful. Oh, they're in the catalog, mini catalog. I did not get the stamps. I only wanted the dies. Okay. So I'm going to pull this die. I love how the shape, and then it also does the stitch, right? I love that. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to be using 2025 to 2027 designer series paper. And the reason I'm using this is because I have a class on November 22nd, and we're my friend Ange McKay and I, we do our classes together. We are using this as our goodie bag. Okay, so let me just show you. So this is the colors. So these are the in colors that were launched this year. So we've got Cloud Cover, then we got Strawberry slash Cloud Cover. No, Secret Sea. Tiger. Somebody help me. It's not Tango Tiger, is it? It's something tiger. I can't think. And then we've got Darling Duckling. And that's all 5. Okay. So you can see that this package comes 6 by 6, and we're going to give you half a pack with your registration. So you're going to get 20 sheets of this, and you can see both sides. Okay. Love it. So that's why I'm using that in my project today. The class comes also with a full pack of the 2025-2027 in color dots. And then we've got half a roll of the basic beige ribbon. So that's about 5 yards. Timid Tiger. And isn't that, thank you to you guys keeping me honest here. I'm looking at this timid. Have we ever seen a timid tiger? What does it even mean? Like, I don't know. Timid tigers doesn't seem to go together. I never really thought about it. But anyway, and the bears do make me happy too, Kathy. They're so cute. If you haven't signed up for the class, I can never remember who's coming to the class, but think about it. Think about coming November 22nd. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is take that cloud cover paper, and I'm going to lay down that die, and I'm just going to tape it down, you guys, because I don't want it to move. I don't want to waste a lot of paper either, right? So let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here, and I'm going to run that through. Okay. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Now, I don't know. Sometimes I'm slow to catch on to, I want to put this away. Oh yeah, here. I'm slow to catch on to how the dies work in certain bundles. I don't know. Are you like me, where you look at something and you think, what is that supposed to do? I don't understand this. And I kind of got caught up in something. So I'm going to show you what I thought, and then I'm going to show you why I didn't have to do what I did, which was a long way around doing something. So I've got the bubble bath. Hi, Pam. How are you? All the way from the Maritimes, New Brunswick, right? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that would be this evening. That's like 6 o'clock after dinner for you. So bubble bath, 8.5 by 5.5, 4 1/4. Okay. So there we go. And I was just saying, Pam, that you've come to our classes before, our virtual classes. I'm having a virtual class, so you can join from New Brunswick if you want. I'm going to grab this big piece of basic white. Now, here's what I wanted to do. I looked at the image. Let me grab it. I looked at this adorable bear who's in love with another bear. or maybe looking in the mirror, not sure. And then this adorable bear, and their arms are crossed here. And I thought, well, I must be able to put the flowers or the little teddy bear in his hands. That's what I was thinking. So then I thought, well, how am I going to do that? I'm going to have to mask that bear and then stamp, and then that'll work, right? Nova Scotia. Sorry, love. Ah, my bad. Down east. You're down east. So what I did was I went looking all over my office, because when I got all this new packaging and stuff, I thought I'm going to redo my office. Well, when I redid my office, I have no idea where my masking paper is, and I've torn my office apart. So I had to go back to the old way, which is just using a Post-it note. Okay. So I've got a Post-it note, and this is sticky, and I'm using these bigger ones because I do have a larger sticky part, more than I would on a regular Posty. Okay. So I'm going to take my little bear. Here he is. And my Memento ink, and I'm going to ink him up. Now, what I want to do is the sticky part, I want to make sure that I get the arms, because that's what I'm going to be using to mask. I'm going to just do it like this. I want to get that as close to the sticky part as I can, or make sure I can incorporate as much as the sticky as I can. Now, if I had my masking paper, I wouldn't have to do that, because I'd do it once and then I'd have the mask forever. So I can't find it. So what I want to do now is I want to cut that out. So let me grab my scissors. I saw the other day it was fussy cutting day or something. And I'm thinking, really? I don't want to be fussy cutting anything. Thank you so much. And there's a whole day dedicated to it. I don't know, you guys. I'm just not as good at it. Look at this. I can't even cut out this silly little arms. So what I'm doing here, you guys, is I'm creating a mask, which means I'm creating the same image. I'm stamping the image because I want to use it to mask out certain areas. Okay. So I got that like that. But then I got to go in and like this. It does not have to be perfect. In fact, what you want to do is actually cut smaller than the lines. And if you're going to err on one side or the other, do that. Okay. So can you see I've got my little paws here? Okay. Now let's stamp that again. Oh, where's my guy? Here he is. This is my guy. So I'm going to stamp him. I'm going to grab the flowers. Okay, so that's a flower image. Now we're going to take this one, and because he's a little bit sticky, right? Because he's got that Post-it note sticky, I'm going to put this over top of his arms. And then when I ink up my flowers, hopefully I got that correct. I'm just going to stamp it off and make sure. Yep. And then I want this to be in his little paws. So I'm doing that. And then when I remove this, voila, he's holding the flowers. Can you see that? So I thought to myself, here's the one I did earlier. I thought, wow, that's great. I remember how to mask. That's awesome. Well, the funniest thing happened. I wanted to cut this out. So then I went and grabbed the die. And funny enough, when you use the die, guess what, you guys? It cuts out this part of his paws. And then you just snap this and stick it in. So you don't have to do this. But if you are stamping it on a project and you're not die cutting it, this is how you achieve the same effect, that it looks like the bear is holding the flowers. Does that make sense? Let me know if it does not make sense. Okay. All right. So I'm going to ignore him for now, and I'm going to stamp. I need another bear. Oop, I'm going to do my bear this way. So I need another one of them. And I need my bear that is completely enamored with the other bear. Okay, so I got those two bear and the flowers. That's what I'm going to be using. I was actually going to ask if you're able to actually cut it and put it down through. And yes, you can. So you're ahead of me, Pam. I had no idea that that's how the die worked, but we'll look at it when we're doing this project. That's what I'm going to show you too. So this is good if you're not cutting it out, okay? But if you're cutting it out, you don't have to do that. You just do this. All right. So let's get coloring. I'm going to take my blends because that's what I'm using here. I've got dark crumb cake. I've got light crumb cake, right? Light crumb cake. So I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of the darker, just kind of around, got a little bit of a shadow almost. Now, I do not profess to be a proficient colorer like some of my friends that are on this call, like Keisha, who's on today. She colors beautifully. And I've been fortunate to get a card in the mail once or twice, and I just look at it and think, ooh, wish I could color like that. All right, so that's kind of that. Let's do a little bit on his tummy and maybe a little bit down his leg. Anyway, we're just trying to add a little bit of shadow, right? So now I'm going to go in here with my light crumb cake, and I'm just going to go around. Look how cute. Look at this face. Look at this little snoot. Isn't it cute? It's cute. Go around. Go around. And of course, as this dries, it's going to blend the alcohol in the blends. It's going to start blending that all together. So you're not going to have those strong lines. Okay. And then go over this guy. And I'm purposely leaving his ears and his snout because I want to color that differently. Just doing his body, or her body, or their bodies. Okay, I think that looks good. So that'll lighten up too, okay? All right, and then, oh, I got on my lid here. And you can introduce other colors, like this is pecan. I'll probably mess it up if I add a little pecan. So maybe I won't. How dark is that? Maybe I will just add a little bit. Why not? Why not? Just a little titch. I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys. I'm just adding color. Probably thinking, ooh, look at that. Is that a technique? No. It's called the Allison mistake techniques sometimes. There we go. It's like a little bit of browner. Okay. Now his little snout, their little snoots, let's use petal pink. So light petal pink, and then inside their ears would be pink. And then they're outside of their ears. I'm going to just use the fine tip end. Oh, I can't get my lid off. Oh boy. I'm just going to go around. Okay. And there we go. There we are. And I didn't mention it, but the black, the Memento black, when you use the white craft pad and you ink it with the Memento ink, it really gives you that beautiful black. So we need our flowers. So what have we got here? Dark strawberry slush and light strawberry slush. So let's do our petals. I'm going to have to go over to my blends and pull another 2 colors that I've obviously put away. Thought I was done, but I need to go grab them. There we go. Actually, I can use, let's see here. This isn't going to show that much, so I'm just going to use the light crumb cake for the wrapping for the flowers. Sort of like, you know, craft colored brown wrapper that you would get at the store, right? Let me grab a green. So I'm going to go with a light green and so light, what am I using? Granny apple, because there are a few little leaves here. So let's add some greenery. And then the centers, I'm going to use lemon lolly. So the centers of my flower. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut those out. So grab my, haven't used the set yet. Do you have it, Pam? Did you get it? Super cute. Okay, so here's our little guy that's going to hold the flowers, or gal. And so we need that one. Now, can you see this die? I'm going to show you it in a sec. Let me lift it up and show you because I can't really see it down here on my paper. So just give me a sec. And then we've got our absolutely enamored bear here. So in love. And then we've got our flowers. Okay. All right. So this is the one I said if you were not cutting it out, you would use the masking technique so the flowers are between, underneath, you know, holding the with the paw. But this die cuts out a little opening here and here. There's actually a cut here that we're going to be able to stick our flowers in. Oh, I'm also going to grab a piece. I've got a piece here of bubble gum, not bubble gum, bubble bath. And I'm not using that. This one here, I'm going to use this die here. And I'll tell you what I looked at it and I thought, okay, I kind of get what it is, but not really. I guess it's for the top of the kissing booth or the booth. I guess. But then that's not what I'm going to use it for. So I'll show you what I'm going to use it for. So let me run those through. Oops. That was a heart also on the bubble bath. And then these guys. And I want to make sure. Oh, I really did these too close together. Oops. Well, see how it works. I stamped them awfully close together so when I get the die on there, it's not going to want to sort of fighting it. And I'm wondering if I should not do this and do them separately. But I like to live on the edge. So I guess I'll try living on the edge. Even though I shouldn't. I shouldn't be this. I should not take a risk. But we're going to anyway. Hope, fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Oh. Okay. You're able to actually cut. Oh, yeah. Okay. I saw that. I'm looking at my messages. See, I haven't missed anything. It is called doing the masking, isn't it? Yeah. Do you remember? We've done that in the past. But guys, do yourself a favor and get the masking paper that we sell that I have and I've misplaced. Okay. So check this out. Here's that bear we were talking about. And see how it's cut it? Because then you can take the flowers and look. Put it right through. So they sit just like that. How cool is that? Cool. Okay, I'm going to grab those two. And then I've got a heart. And then we've got this piece. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. And then I want one more heart. And then I think we should be good. Oh, there is one more thing I want to do. Okay, so I'm going to do one heart out of strawberry slush. And I also want to use, remember I said, oh, I didn't tell you earlier. I lied, I didn't tell you. I want to use one of my favorite dies. These are the stylish shapes. Okay, so I want to use this one. Oop. And I want to cut it out. No, I want to stamp first. I find that if, oh no, it's photopolymer. I don't have to stamp first. Yay. So I got a piece of just basic white scrap here. So I'm going to cut one of these out. Okay. Please don't move. Because I'm not taping you down. So you could just not move. Thank you very much. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so I think we got everything. Hearts and all sorts of stuff. And because I'm always telling you guys, stick things back on here, right? Otherwise, you know what's going to happen. You're going to lose it. Well, I lose it. I've always say you learn something new every day. I like that little extra. Yeah. Isn't that cool? I agree. We're all, you know, I took the class that Stampin' Up! Offered. The one on the traditional, oh gosh, traditions of Christmas. So they offered an online class for anyone to join. And I thought, well, let's see how it is. Oh my gosh. I had so many tips. I'm going to go back and watch it 3 more times. They showed so many tips. And after 23 years, you'd think I'd know stuff. They showed stuff I had no idea about. I was so impressed. So same idea, right? You watch other people and you go, oh yeah, that's a cool like trip. Okay. Bear hugs. Bear. There's beer hugging us. Bear hugs and kisses. Hi, Susan. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Look how cute he is. He's so cute. I know. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to stamp towards the right side. I'm not going in the middle here because I want to slip it under one of my bears. Okay, so bear hugs and kisses. There we go. Okay, so my little bear that's in love, I made a tutu for this bear. That's what I was using this for. So I am going to put some glue on here. Now I don't need it all the way along. I think I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And this is like a little tutu. We're just going to do that. And then I just have to trim this off. So that's all you're going to do is just give it a little trim. Like that. And let's put this together. So we've got our branched out die. Gosh, remember, wait, cast your mind back when we started this video. Remember I did this? So that's our little palette. We're going to lay that down. And then I want to put down my, I think I'm going to start, see, I added things when I made my original card. I sort of started this way, which then I ran out of room. So I'm going to put this one on first. This is the words. Then I'm going to put my little bear, and he's going to be popped up. He or she. I'm not sure yet. Remind me where you're from, Susan, because I don't remember everything. So remember, well, where are you joining me from today? And is it good afternoon, good evening? What feeling? I don't know. I don't want to guess. If I guess, I'll guess wrong. So I don't want to do that. So just, if you hear me, just pop in the answer. So let's put our little lovelorn bear. And then she is so impressed with this gift of flowers. She's in love. This stamp set is so cute. So remember, you can join from anywhere in the world for our virtual class. If you're in Canada, you'll get the goodie bag. If not, you get the PDF and you come and stamp with us. Okay. And then I want to glue down Edmonton. There you go. See, I would have totally guessed wrong. So it's still late afternoon for you. Not even late, really. 3:30. There we go with the heart. And then why don't we pop this one up? Oh my gosh, you guys, this, if I do say so myself, this is adorable. Here we go. Oh, her little tutu. She needs some jazzing up. We need to jazz up that tutu. So I'm going to grab these dots, get a whole pack with the glass. Let's go one there, and whoop, one there, and one there. She is dressed up. It's so cute. It's the first one you ordered. Isn't it cute? Isn't that sweet? Love it. So, so Susan and Keisha and Pam and me and whoever else is on this call that are demonstrators, we could order this early. If you're a customer, you can order it starting November 4th. But do look out for the link to sign up for my class. So there is that one, and this is the original. You can see it, they were a bit lighter colored. And then these are the ones that I have made in previous videos. So go check those out. That's today. Look at this. Look at the little angel wings. Oh my gosh. That is the cutest little bear. Love it. And this one, I just used Smoky Slate. I didn't even try and color them in. I just wanted to do a little bit of shading there. And then this was the one I cased. So this was original design by Stampin' Up! Artists. And look at this. Although I must say, also very enamored. This bear is in love. This bear doesn't look like she cares too much or he cares. It's like, oh, ho hum. Here's kisses. I'm selling them. Here's the jar. Put the money in. It's got kind of a laid back kind of look. So there's the cards. Move all of this out of the way so that we can look at them all. Aren't they cute? So cute. This is the cutest thing. And it doesn't have to be for Valentine's, you guys. So, you know, think outside the box. And let me just see what's going on here. It's so cute. Love the colors. Thank you. The wings are so cute. I know. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Aw, thanks, you guys. Such a cute set. Such a cute card. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, Carol. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Okay, so thanks for putting up with me. I'm sorry I missed 2 lives. Just didn't match up with my timing. But today's my regular day, and I'll be back on Sunday at 10 a.m. My next regular day. So 10 a.m. Pacific time, same place, same, well, not same time, but same place. I hope you get some time to do some creative work. Maybe while you're watching the Blue Jays and you're not stressing out if you're stamping, because it's a bit stressful right now for us, isn't it? Anyway, go Jays go, and I will see you on Sunday, hopefully, or on one of my recordings. Thanks so much, you guys. Happy stamping.